ADD and ADHD continue to be huge topics in our clinic, and new research is starting to emerge that's changing how we should think about it and talk about it with our kids. So let's get into it. It's not going to be a surprise to most of us who have either have a child with ADHD or are parents who have children in school that the rates of diagnosis of this condition have gone up dramatically. Latest estimates are about 20% of kids who are 17 years old carry the diagnosis, and prescriptions written for ADHD have risen over 50% in the last 10 to 15 years. And what is known and has been known is that we have no biomarker, we have no diagnostic test. The diagnosis of ADHD is generally subjective and based on symptoms, and it overlaps many other things. So there is a lot more coming out of the scientific community to suggest that we should change how we talk about it and how we think about it, which might help how we manage it. 1, ADHD is hard to define, and recent science has made it harder and not easier. But what has become clear is that ADHD, like many other neuropsychiatric symptoms, exist on a spectrum from mild to severe with different symptoms emerging. There is no, as we mentioned, there is no diagnostic test that separates kids who definitively have it from kids who don't. But what's become increasingly clear is the role of the environment, and that ADHD may not be as much a condition that a child has, but more a condition that a child experiences that changes through time that can be impacted by environment and developmental stage. 2, we traditionally treat ADHD with medication like it is a biological condition. But what has become clear over studying the long-term effects of medicine is that although medicine clearly has benefits in the short term, often those same benefits don't last. And beyond 36 months, there doesn't seem to be a difference anymore between kids who've been diagnosed with ADHD who take medication and the kids who don't. So what does this mean about what medication really does in terms of helping kids in school with ADHD? What it seems to do is it does improve their ability to engage and to initiate and to complete, but it also makes them feel better about all of those processes. It doesn't necessarily make them or help them retain information or learn any better. However, in most school settings, changing the child's ability to disengage from the environment and engage in the work results in better grades, which is what most parents want. But it doesn't seem to fundamentally change learning.